Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. Day 5. Deep breaths, deep breaths. We got to get this done. So, we back at it. And we got a Rough Rider and some buckskin. Let's check it out. Remember when I said to you, I just randomly chose these out of my box of Rough Riders? Well, apparently I had a lot of these from Rough Rider. It's another Barlow. Yeah, another one. This one, you can see here. It's from their Denim Makata series. Not to be confused with their Faded Blue Jeans series. I have that whole series from Rough Rider. It is the first series that I completed with them. It's a great series. I really like the way it looks. And this was pretty close. It was basically this sort of stuff, a little bit more faded, and it had orange liners in them. Really a good look. And there was, I think, 17 of them, and I put them together and put it in a display case. Here. A table. Yeah, given to me by Will, one of the usual suspects. This is a big, solid, heavy, strong Barlow. It is a two-blader. Personally, I prefer a single blade Barlow. I just think it makes for a better Barlow. When you start getting two blades and they're this big, they get a little bit bulky in your pockets. And you know me, I struggle with car keys in my pockets. So here it is here. See that? It's a beautiful knife. Very nice. Typical Rough Rider. Great quality, nice and sharp, very clean. Inexpensive, well worth the money. And this is that Denim Makata skins on it here. You can see the 3 pins, very typical. And then, of course, the very big, obvious bolster that you find on a Barlow. It makes them so recognizable. Here you have that same thing again where it's a little spear point, almost a pen blade. And it has that false blade on the top that allows them to bring it to a really nice point. And then it has the matte strike nail nicks on it. And obviously here is the clip. They did the same thing again. They made that false blade on the top to get it to that point. And snappy, sharp, very clean. Has this gold brass, it's not gold, but the gold colored or brass bolster with the big R on it. Very nice. You can see how clean it is. Very well made. We've got to make a slip for it. And I didn't even know what I had, and then when I opened the box, this was in it. So, buckskin. We got buckskin again. Now, we've already made a Barlow with a buckskin. This is obviously a bigger one. That one was really small. But you can see it'll be a good fit. The difference is with this one's got some color to it. And believe it or not, I actually have blue leather dye. Yeah, the horror. Who would have thought? The way things have been going, you didn't. So what I'm thinking is we're going to make a slip out of this and we're going to add some color to the buckskin. Here we go again. Let's have at it. We got to get this. First thing I want to do is trim this down to the size I want, kind of clean up the edges. And, this is a little crinkled, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I want to straighten up the sides a little bit. But before I do that, I've used this for 3 projects. The blade is getting a little blunt, and so I'm just going to change that. cleaned up here. Get my sheath in the right position. Make sure it's tight, it's not going to slip out, because that'll sting. You really should start with a new clean blade on every project. It's just good practice. I'm just a cheapskate. So I'll push it as far as I can and then complain when it doesn't cut properly. Did you hear how quiet that cut? Nice clean blade. When your blade gets a little dull, you'll actually hear it. It's almost like a scratch. I want to get rid of this here. So I'm going to straighten this up, line it up. That's why these things have different colors. Helps you line them up. So you can get a reasonably square cut on it. Little subtle changes are a good thing. Okay, we're good there. I'm not sure if I should paint it first or paint it afterwards. I use this stuff. It's called Tear Mender. It's actually a fabric and leather adhesive. Works really well. It's instant. So I can get where I want it. And you just put it on. You don't want to put too much on. You just want enough just to hold it together so you can, because I will tell you, it works really well. So, I want it about there. I believe that's long enough, too late. It is a rubbery, you see I've got it on here, but if you rub it, it comes right off. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute or 3. Like I said, a minute and it's stuck. So the knife is going to go in this way. Just make sure that it fits. Because if it didn't, that would be bad. Okay. So there's a knife in there now. What I want to do is paint it now. And once I've done that, I will measure where I want to trim, cut, how deep I want the knife in there. Now, the knife sits there, so I need paint, blue paint. So the top half will be blue, the bottom will be gold. Let it dry. Then we're going to put everything back together again, make our measurements, and do the stitching. Now we're going to have 2 runs, one here, one there. We don't need to run here, unless I change my mind, of course, and I round this off, but we'll see how that goes. So I have some, I like Faribault. I have their royal blue. It's just a leather dye. And they always send you a little brushy thing every time you buy one. I have a couple of them. I reuse them until they get really bad. So we're going to go, the top is going to be blue. I don't want it to be too consistent though. This looks almost black. I should have used this on the other one. Well, so here we are. I put the blue dye on, but when they treat the leather, they use chemicals and it affects the dye if you don't clean them off. Can you tell I didn't do that? I don't have the stuff to do it. I'm wondering if alcohol will work, but it's too late now. Here we are. And it looks like it's all faded and whatnot, but I don't think it's a problem. I do have some of this. I'm deciding, well, trying to decide what I want to do with the stitching. So, what to do? Here goes nothing. I'm going to try something I've never done before. We all know what a disaster that'll be. Kinda, sorta. Well. So there you go. The RR, you ready? 2191. Denim Makada Barlow. Randomly chose these things, and I got, 3 Barlows, I think. We got 2 more to go, and I'm pretty sure they're not Barlows. Well, I know the one isn't. Here we are here. Let me get it out of the box. And let me clean up the Barlow. There it is there. It's a pretty Barlow. I like this denim stuff. And of course, like I said, this one is a 2-blader. Right there. Very cool. Typical Rough Rider. Well worth the money. Well made. They come sharp. The whole shooting match. And it kind of sort of worked, just like all the other ones. Using scrap. And I used the deer skin on this. And now when you look at this, it looks black, right? Well, if you go into the sunlight, you can actually see it's blue. Well, what do I tell you? Anyway, I wanted to kind of make the colors kind of sort of match. Okay? We got the brass, big, huge bolster on the Barlow, so there you go. Tried some different stitch, learned something about that. Look at the other side, totally different. That wasn't what I expected. I actually didn't do it the way I wanted to, but I got the end result that I wanted, which was that cross stitch. And then, of course, I just shaped it, put the ring in there for the little pocket lanyard, put some beads on, and the Barlow goes in like that. I kind of like it. Like I said, the lighting is not perfect for this, but it is it is blue. You can see it in regular daylight. So there it is there. Very simple, straightforward. Slips, I can tell you, are fun to make. They don't take a long time. You can finish them up and make them look pretty. You can add things to them, and it's great projects. Except I didn't finish. I just need to. I'm not a big fan of this. You see the squared off corner? I don't like that. They tend to get frayed a lot, in and out of the pocket and that sort of thing. So I need to just trim that up. Hold on. Okay, back again. So you can see I just took off the sharp corners and rounded this one off a little bit more, so you can see it there. And with the stitching and the lanyard and that, pretty straightforward. Came out better than I thought it would. I'm really struggling with dye, and I think that's the problem. Also, you need to make sure your leather is clean and doesn't have any remnants of the tanning process on it, so you need to really clean it up when you use it. I did not, so you get things like that happening. See there? That actually looks green, but it's blue. What can I say? Maybe it's just my camera. So there you go. Number 5 out the window, 2 more to go. You all be safe out there, as always. And like I said, not just at work, at home, wherever you are, pay attention to what you're doing. It doesn't take a lot for an oops to happen. Just say. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Yep. See you tomorrow. We got 2 more to go, and there they are right there. We'll get them done, and then we can do the drawing. Woot! Appreciate you guys all watching and commenting and entering in. Great fun. I get a lot from you guys, not just watching my videos and that. You guys send me stuff and stuff like that, and it's really cool. And I'm always surprised about it. In fact, I think when this video goes out, there's another one coming out on the same day. I'd scheduled it for the same day. So, and that one's a mail call. Check it out. Pretty cool. So, we'll see you tomorrow.